Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to Season 5 of Supernatural. Please ignore the big red honking mound that's here. It's a really painful bump. I think it's basically going to be a huge spot, but it's really painful. And I can't cover it up. I put a little bit of like tinted moisturiser on to try and cover up the redness, so I apologise. It ain't pretty, but you know, the joys of having dry skin and eczema in winter means, well, going up to winter means that spottiness happens. Fun times. Last episode of Supernatural we watched was the curious tale of curious tale. The curious tale. No, the curious case. We'll get there eventually. Of Dean Winchester, and that revolved around the poker game where you could win your years back. So if you were an older person, you could play this game and win, say, 25 years and become 25 years younger. Alternatively, if you lost, you'd become older and maybe die. Like we saw a guy at the beginning age really quickly. We also saw someone who was, I think his wife thought he was either dead or missing, and we found him in a hotel room looking all like hunky and muscly and was in bed with two women, so it could go either way. Bobby got older, Dean saved him, Dean got older, and it was okay. It was a fun episode. I had some really nice moments throughout with Dean, Sam, Bobby, and just Bobby learning to kind of admit that he's maybe struggling a little bit being in a wheelchair and not being able to be the hunter that he once was. This episode is called Changing Channels. Now, I don't know much about it other than I remember, I think it was back when Mystery Spot was about to be reacted to. That was a weird way to word things. I'm sure people said they love Mystery Spot, they love this episode. I'm sure I've seen comments about this one in particular throughout the comments that I've had over the past year and a half or so. So I'm guessing it's a big episode. I'm guessing it's a fun one, or an emotional one, or a big twisty one. But changing channels, that says to me either it's about TV, so there's like a demon or a ghost that's in a TV channel, or something like that, or it's about changing channels as in changing route, changing lane. So we were going down this route, we're now changing channels, we're going to go down this route. I'm thinking more towards the first, which means it might be like a fun Monster of the Week episode. Let's jump into the episode to find out what it's about. If you want to watch the full reaction to this episode, please take a look at the Patreon link in the description box below. Well, like I say, you get the full reaction to this episode, and if you're watching YouTube, a few episodes in advance, about a month ahead of YouTube. Let's jump into Season 5. That's 4. Season 5, Episode 8. Are we on 8 already? I thought we were on 7. No, we're on 8. Let's jump into Season 5, Episode 8 of Supernatural, Changing Channels. Now.
Supernatural is filmed before a live studio audience.
Okay. What's going on? It's like a sitcom.
I'm gonna need a bigger mouth.
A bad sitcom. Yay.
Hey there, Sam. What's happening?
Oh, nothing. Just the end of the world.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of reasons.
What's going
all
on?
night.
Yeah.
It's just a random sitcom episode. Oh. Hey.
Oh, Dean. We have some more research to do.
It's just like a random one-off sitcom episode, which is random but funny.
Son of a bitch.
Town, two lane roads, family biz, two hunting bros, living the lie just to get by. As long as we're moving forward.
What is happening? What is happening? What is happening?
We'll face the day.
Just drooled on myself. Richard Collins, Castiel. The Trickster. Okay. Now it's making more sense. I didn't know if they were just doing like a funny one-off episode, because Supernatural, I like to do that, but this is Trickster stuff.
What are you watching?
Hospital show. Dr. Sexy MD.
Dr. Sexy MD. It's like a mixed, a take on Grey's Anatomy, probably.
It's called channel surfing.
Kathy Randolph went through a hell of a trauma. She's confused.
What did she say?
Some
No,
sort of
it must have been a
monster
bear. I mean,
from a TV show.
what else could it have been? I could have sworn I saw the Incredible Hulk.
Okay. It's kind of give me vibes of that celebrity one a few episodes ago.
The Incredible.
She was kidnapped by
told you, it's
Paris
crazy.
Hilton.
Banner or Norton?
Oh no, those movies were terrible. The TV Hulk.
The original. It was
Lou Ferrigno.
Luther Rigno, yeah.
Spiky hair Lou Ferrigno.
Yes.
Well, I saw the house.
And?
And there is a giant 8-foot wide hole where the front door used to be. Almost like,
A Hulk-size hole.
maybe. What do you got?
Well, it turns out that Bill Randolph had quite the temper.
What's
He's
the
got
trickster
2
up
counts of
to?
spousal battery, bar brawls, and court-ordered anger management sessions. You might say you wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Found something else at the crime scene.
Green paint.
Candy wrappers. Lots of them.
The trickster, right? Likes candy. Is that right?
Just desserts. Sweet tooth. Screwing with people before you kill them. We're dealing with the trickster, aren't we?
Sure looks like.
Oh, I wish they didn't spoil that in the credits at the beginning.
It's a mystery spot.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, I mean, are you sure you want to kill him?
Son of a bitch didn't think twice about icing me 1,000 times.
No, I know. I mean, he's one of the most powerful creatures we've ever met. Maybe we can use him.
For what?
Maybe.
Okay, Trickster's like a,
That's
like
what
a
I put
Hugh
Sam
Hefner type,
through.
right? Wine, women, song. Maybe he doesn't want the party to end. I mean,
think
maybe
he'd
he hates
want-
this angels and demon stuff as much as we do. Maybe he'll help us.
I think of all like the demons that we met, I think the trickster's one of the most fun. And I like that it's a recurring thing because it, like the mystery spot, tall tales, they're all really fun episodes. Even if they do have a dark ending, at least mystery spot did. I think they're the only two that he's been in. I can think anyway. They're in that medical drama. Hey! Oh, I love a hunky doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Oh!
Seriously.
What?
Seriously? You're brilliant, you know that? And a coward. You're a brilliant coward.
What are you
It's like
talking
bloody Dr. Drake Ramore.
As if you don't know.
It all makes sense.
What makes sense? What's going on?
We're in Dr. Sexy MD.
Okay, so they go from this to a sitcom, so maybe like loads of different TV channels. That would be quite fun.
Oh, he's not even alive. He's a ghost in the mind of
One of these is probably the trickster, possibly.
the sexy but neurotic doctor over there.
So, this show has ghosts? Why?
I don't know. It is compelling.
I like a medical drama. I don't watch them enough really, but
What?
do I get really into them?
It's him. Who?
I mean, he is hot.
It's him. It's Dr. Sexy.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor. Doctor.
Oh,
You guys are getting better.
Get us the hell out of here.
Or what? Don't see your wooden stakes, big guy.
That was you on the police scanner, right?
yeah, he'll load them there.
Hello. Trickster.
I love the
I heard you
trickster.
two
He's so
yahoos were in
funny.
town. How could I resist?
Where the hell are we?
You like it? It's all homemade. You two muttonheads broke the world, and you want me to sweep up your mess.
Please.
Pretty
Just
much.
5 minutes. Hear us out.
Sure. Tell you what. Survive the next 24 hours. We'll talk.
Survive.
What?
The game.
You are a brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, a coward. You already said that. But I got news for you. I am not a doctor.
Don't say that. You are the finest cerebrovascular neurosurgeon I have ever met. And I have met plenty.
Maybe you got to like
So
play
that girl died on your table.
the role, you
It
know?
wasn't your fault.
I don't know how to use any of this crap. Figure it out.
probably got some
Sam.
minor medical training from like being a hunter. Not a training, but like how to patch up a wound and whatnot. Maybe not
dental
like.
floss, a sewing needle, and a fifth of whiskey.
Yeah, see.
Stat!
あなたは自分の兄弟より悪魔を選んだ。その悪魔の名前は何か
Ruby! Ruby!
Count down.
What? What am I supposed to say?
Do you think I know?
I don't understand Japanese.
Ruby! I'm sorry.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Sorry?
Don't hurt Sam's jewels. Give me another question.
What?
Castiel!
Is this another trick?
It's me. What are you
Was the
doing
Trickster
here?
brought him in?
What are you doing here?
Looking for you. You've been missing for days.
How did you
Get the hell
find
out of
him?
here then.
Let's go.
Cass? 答えはそうです。
Yeah.
そうです。D. Winchester! ナッツクラッカーチャンピオン
I wanted more questions.
I have no idea.
So that's it. I've got genital herpes.
I tried to be responsible.
Did I try?
But now I take twice daily herpexia to reduce my chances of passing it on.
Ask your doctor about using herpexia.
We might die in here.
How was that funny? Vultures?
You okay?
I don't have much time.
What happened?
I got out.
From where?
Listen to me.
From
Something
where?
is not right. This thing is much more powerful than it should be.
What thing? The trickster?
If it is a trickster.
What do you mean?
What?
Hello! Thank you!
It's not a trickster, maybe.
Thank you!
Colour me intrigued.
Stop. Hi, Castiel. Play your roles out there.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know.
Michael.
Sam starring as Lucifer.
Yeah.
Dean starring as Michael. Your celebrity death match. Play your roles.
You want us to say yes to those sons of bitches?
Hells yeah.
Sons of
Let's light
bitches.
this candle.
We do that, the world will end.
Yeah? And whose fault is that? Who popped Lucifer out of the box? Look, it started. You started it. It can't be stopped. So let's get it over
Yes,
with.
they both started it. That is canon.
You listen to me, you arrogant dick. I don't work for either of those SOBs. Believe me.
No, you're somebody's bitch.
Don't you ever presume to know what I am.
It got dark all of a sudden.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
So,
Getting vibes of, what's he called from CSI Miami?
I think go screw
Horatio?
yourself, that's what I think.
Can you give us a sec, please?
Yeah, it's definitely a take on CSI in particular.
Aside from the ligature marks around his neck,
Maybe it is the
he has
Trickster.
what appears to be a roll of quarters jammed down his throat.
Well, I say
Oh, God. Cringe.
jackpot.
Buh! I hate it.
Also, there was a stab wound to the lower abdomen there.
Well, I say, no guts, no glory.
Oh, Jesus
That
Christ.
guy, tongues.
Yeah, there's a lot of those kind of shots in CSI, didn't there?
You got the wrong guy, idiot.
I told you it was way too often. Oh. Okay. I don't want it to be over. I was really enjoying the different shows.
Where the hell did you go?
Dean?
Knight Rider. They're in a Knight Rider show.
Where are you?
I don't know.
Is the car.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
I don't think we killed the Trickster.
No. I'm glad it's not over though, because I was enjoying all the different TV shows.
Tell me one thing. Why didn't the stake kill you?
I am the trickster.
Or maybe you're not.
What's going on? A good old-fashioned Sam and Dean trap.
Maybe you've always been an angel.
A what?
What?
Well played, boys. Well played. Where'd you get the holy oil?
Well, you might say we pulled it out of Sam's ass.
Where'd I screw up?
Oh, the car.
Nobody gets to jump on Cass like you did.
Mostly it was the way you talked about Armageddon. Nobody gets that angry unless they're talking about their own family.
So he's an angel.
So which one are you? Grumpy, sneezy, or douchey?
Gabriel, okay?
Archangel Gabriel.
They call me Gabriel.
Gabriel. The archangel.
Guilty.
Okay.
Okay, Gabriel. How does an archangel become a trickster?
My own private witness protection.
I mean, his brothers are heavyweight douche nozzles.
Shut your cake hole. You don't know anything about my family. I loved my father. My brothers. Loved them. But watching them turn on each other, tear at each other's throats,
Makes
I couldn't
sense.
bear it. Okay? So I left. And now it's happening all over again. Heaven, hell, I don't care who wins. I just want it to be over.
It doesn't have to be like that. There has to be some way to pull the plug.
Oh, you do not know my family. What you guys call the apocalypse, I used to call Sunday dinner. Think about it. Michael, the big brother, loyal to an absent father. And Lucifer, the little brother, rebellious of daddy's plan.
I mean, it makes sense.
You were born to this, boys. It's your destiny. It was always you.
What the hell are you saying?
Crikey.
Why do you think I've always taken such an interest in you? Because from the moment
It just makes you
Dad
really
flipped
curious.
on the lights around here,
See where it's going to end.
we knew it
this
was
season.
all going to end with you.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it is.
He's playing the role really well. The
I
turning from
wish this were a
jokey
TV
to quite
show.
dark.
Easy answers.
Well, first of all, you're gonna bring Cass back from wherever you stashed him.
Oh, am I?
Or we're going to dunk you in some holy oil and deep fry ourselves an archangel. Cass, you okay?
I'm fine.
Is Raphael still stood in that one in that house?
Hello, Gabriel.
Hey, bro. How's the search for Daddy going?
Isn't the fireplace
Let
bad
me
out by now?
guess. Awful.
This isn't about some prize fight between your brothers, or some destiny that can't be stopped. This is about you being too afraid to stand up to your family.
Eek.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
He does look quite menacing. Look at that. I miss the old Trickster. The fun one.
All that stuff he was spouting in there, you think he was telling the truth?
I
Yeah,
think he believes it.
it does appear like it was Destiny.
What do we do?
Their roles do mirror, you know, Michael and Lucifer quite.
I'll tell you one thing, right about now, I wish I was back on a TV show.
Yeah, me too.
The end. Okay, that was my reaction to Supernatural Season 5, Episode 8, Changing Channels. And that was, on the most part, a really funny episode. I really like all the TV channel things that they did. From the very beginning, when they were just in a sitcom, I did wonder, are they just going to randomly do a sitcom episode? For no major reason other than that shows sometimes do, like they did a black and white one, they'd done... Some shows do a musical episode. I didn't know if it was just going to be a one-off, just randomly funny take on it, just for the sake of it. And I would have been cool with that. Obviously, that wasn't the case. It was the Trickster pulling his old tricks again. But I love the TV channel stuff. That is my kind of... I like it, I guess, when Supernatural and other shows play with the genres. And what the show does well is it does dive into different types of episodes. And like I always say, like Monster Movie, I know it wasn't everyone's favourite. I thought it was really brilliant, but obviously I know a lot of like the source material. And if you watch shows like Grey's Anatomy or these Dr. ER shows or sitcoms, procedurals, you probably understand a lot of the references more. But I guess it's funny for anybody just because it's Sam and Dean in a very different environment, playing up to these different roles, whether it's, you know, sexy doctors or... God, the most cringy one, but cringy because it was accurate in some ways when they were doing the procedural quotes like jackpot and all that with the sunglasses, which is very much the guy from CSI Miami, the dude, the main guy. He was like the worst for putting his sunglasses on and saying some awful zinger. I've not watched that show for years, but yeah, the show really lent into those different genres, and it was great. It was fun, from the laugh tracks to the over-the-top drama of the medical show, the zingers, the one-liners, the procedural, and the hypexia, the genital herpes advert was fun. I kind of wish, like, in between each different show, they did like another advert. I think that would have made it just... I wanted more of that. I think what I love about these episodes of Supernatural is that they lean into these things and they do it really well. But also what kind of makes me want more is that they do some really funny things and then they make it dark for the last half of the episode, last 10 minutes, whatever. So Yellow Fever, it was funny. The last 10 minutes were really dark. Mystery Spot, love the time loop stuff. The last part was really dark. And so it's like, they start off really funny, and even with things like I Believe the Children Are Our Future, the jokes coming to life, start off funny, semi-dark, but funny, and then it goes dark again. And I like that, but I also kind of want an episode where it's just funny from start to finish. I think the closest to that was probably Tall Tales. Even Ghostface's really funny, you know, reality show with some really sad moments with Corbett towards the end. So I want just a comedy episode. I want to just lean back, enjoy all the comedy. I guess even Monster Movie was close to that, but even that had like a little dark twist on the sympathetic blah 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 blah, blah words, the sympathetic angle with Dracula and that shapeshifter. The changing channel stuff was really good, and I was excited to see the Trickster again. I've loved every episode that Trickster's in. He's always really fun and brings this fun element to the episodes. Now, this is where kind of one of my, not even criticisms, but concerns comes now. And I'm going to try and explain it as best as I can so that you understand why I'm a bit concerned. So, I love the Trickster. I think he's great. I think he's really funny. I like the fact that he always has like these reality shape things. So, urban legends coming to life, time loops, TV channels, that kind of stuff. Whilst I like the fact that we've met Archangel Gabriel, which, side note, is really quite funny that I kept mentioning Gabriel. As soon as they mentioned Archangels, Gabriel's the only one that I could think of, and people were probably laughing because they knew that I've already met Archangel Gabriel without realising. Part of me is a little concerned about the fact that the Trickster is actually the Archangel Gabriel, purely because they're turning all these characters into something really important. So Sam is the vessel for Lucifer, Dean is the vessel for Michael, the Trickster is actually Archangel Gabriel, and I don't know how to word it particularly. It's not that it's bad, so don't worry, I'm not criticising the show, but what concerns me is they're making everyone too important. And they do that on other shows that I've watched, where you've got a cast of characters, but one character just always makes the big important choices. It's kind of like they get put on this pedestal and become too important. And so with this show, like, everyone's such a huge part of this apocalypse that I think with the Trickster, what concerns me the most is that I wanted him to be this one-off demon that would just randomly appear, and it was funny and it was crazy and reality altering, but he was never that important. He was just this demon that they couldn't beat. But to make him such an important character means that, I don't know how to word what I want to say. I'm hoping you understand what I mean, is that he's made too important in my eyes. Like, I want him just to be this demon. So I'm curious to see where they take it, because it depends where they go with the rest of the Trickster's, Gabriel's storyline of how I feel about what they've done with his character. Once this apocalypse, he wants the fighting to end, and he wants the things with his brothers, and whilst it is emotional and like from an actual story point of view, the stuff he was saying was great, and he played it really well. Richard Speight Jr. was really threatening, and like with Raphael, I felt sympathy for the character, that he's involved in his family drama that he didn't want to be involved in. That's why he ran away and hid as a trickster. I'm concerned about, is it going to turn out that this person was now this super important angel, this person is this super important figure in the apocalypse, and it means that once this kind of storyline's over, what do these characters have to do? Like how, don't come for me, I don't have this opinion because I've not watched much of the show. Some comments have said in the past that, obviously most people love Castiel, some people have said that he kind of outlives his usefulness to some degree, and that he was there for the apocalypse storyline, but maybe once this is over eventually, they kind of stick around because he's a fan favourite and people like the character, but his usefulness as an angel, as this, as that, might be too much. So, I mean, I don't say I have that opinion. I'm still in the middle of the apocalypse storyline, so don't come for me. I'm just saying, looking at both sides of the arguments that I've seen in the comments, I do worry about, like, so many characters being so important that when this is over, what does that mean for them? What use do they have? I will have to wait and see. Please let me know if you understand what I'm saying, because it happens in a lot of shows where you have these like fun characters, but they become too important to the show, and they kind of lose their specialness. I'm trying to think of examples. I don't know, I'm thinking of things even like sitcoms, where you've got minor characters who are funny as a minor character, but when they become regular and main characters, they kind of lose that. And that's the kind of that kind of logic I'm applying to the situation, where I loved the Trickster. I was excited to see him every time he showed up. I loved the episodes that he came with, the funny takes on reality, and that he was just this fun-loving demon. But putting that importance of, I'm an archangel, I've got this importance, I've got this, motive, does that lessen his impact as a fun little demon? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see where they take it. I'm just thinking of like a random example. It was a really crap example, but it's the only one I can think of. Stuart from The Big Bang Theory, right? He was this minor character. He ran the comic book store. He wasn't the best character, but he was kind of funny now and again. Bit weirdo, shy, awkward, kind of funny. But then towards the end, they made him like this huge character that was like living in one of their homes. He was there all the time. And to me, I was like, what the hell are you doing with this character? He's not that funny. I don't know, that's a really bad example, so forgive me. I just can't think of something better from a show like The 100 or Buffy, like the age-old ones that I always go to. Yeah, well, let's wait and see. I'm excited to see where it goes. It is interesting. I don't want to ruin what the Trickster was, which was I was hoping he would appear like once a season, all the way throughout, or at least for most of the show. He would have these random one-off episodes where it's like, hey, time loop, hey, TV shows, hey, oh, but Legends Come to Life. It was always a fun episode, and I loved that. And I guess I'm just concerned that's going to end now, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the reaction, the episode. Did you have any of the same concerns that I did? Do you understand, even if you don't agree, do you understand what I mean with the Trickster? So far, I really enjoyed the Trickster storyline. This episode was really fun. Loved the different genres, the different TV channels that they went into. And yeah, even though I have concerns about the Gabriel stuff, he was threatening and he did play it really well. And yeah, it just, again, more links to the apocalypse and more importance of Sam and Dean have to say yes. So I feel like at least one of them at some point is going to say yes at some point towards the end of the season, probably, because they keep emphasising they have to do it and going, no, we have to do it, no. That, like every season so far, where you have to, we've got to stop the Dean's deal, we've got to stop Dean's deal, we've got to find a way, and they don't. Or, trying to stop the seals, and they don't. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Let me know down below again, like I say, what you thought of the episode in the comments, and if you enjoyed my reaction, and if you understood where I'm coming from. Thanks for watching. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well. Take care of yourself, staying safe. I'm looking forward to reading your comments on this one, see what you thought. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of Supernatural. Bye, guys. Stay safe. Have a good evening.